A live one tutapata kg na beba around 10 to 15 snails. That one is around 2,500 Kenya shillings, but a minimum of 2,000, yeah.
Okay.
But the frozen one, it is usually, we sell it at a minimum of 3,000. Then the slime, we used to sell at 1,300. With snail farming, haihitaji a lot of space, and it is something that can be done anywhere. Our farm has a capacity of 1,500 to 3,000 kgs. So hizo ni snails mingi sana, because a kg is a beba around 10 to 15 pieces of snails. The protein content is the same as beef and pork, but for the snail, it comes with a lower fat content. That's why people prefer these. Sana sana kwa wale watu wagonjwa. Currently we ain't meeting the demand, so that's one of the challenges that tuko nayo. Demand is very high than the supply. So that's why tunajaribu, we are tackling this problem by training other farmers. Train, we enable them to start their own farms. Then later on we link them also with the market for the snails and the slime.
So trust the process. One day your life is gonna change. Keep on believing. You will be better than before. So trust the process.
Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Inspire Global. My name is Lynn Ngugi and I'm so excited to bring you today's episode. As you can see, I'm in a snail farm, and when I tell you guys the benefits of these snails, you might not believe me, but our guest is going to talk to us extensively about snail farming, because not only are they not meeting the demand, which now if you get to interpret that, it means a lot of you can be able to do this. This is just a 20 by 10 acre of land, and it's able to hold so many snails, and the profit margin is also huge. In just this piece, they are able to get almost 200k per month just by selling the meat and other products that you are going to learn. And I honestly cannot wait for you guys to see and get to know where the market is as you get inspired on today's episode of Inspire Global. And I hope we are taking our notebooks, we are taking our pens, because we will not stop learning. Like, come and show you something. Like, look at this. Look, these are just different. You see, in just this box hapa, it can accommodate so many snails. And as I said, I can't wait for you guys to learn everything you need to learn about snail farming. And our guest is about to come and share his story with us, his journey. But of course, we have to say thank you to the beautiful sponsors who have made this episode happen. Allow me to give a huge shout out to our friends at Maridadi Motors. I always know Eric is a huge fan of seeing young men doing incredible things. I know he will appreciate this episode. And also, you guys, thank you for supporting Maridadi Motors. Continue getting your cars from them. Continue going for that cadet ya gari kuoshwa, carpets na duvet hapo sparkling. Continue asking about their investment circle, and don't forget pia wako na driving school, and go and just support them, and also to appreciate our people at Tap Tap. I know a lot of you will also be watching this from diaspora, and this is also an opportunity because you don't need a big piece of land to be able to do this. So as you're watching in diaspora, why don't you send your loved one money back home that they can be able also to invest in such an activity by using Tap Tap? Remember, they are very fast, they are very reliable, and they have great rates. And you can also get a promo. You can also get 10% cash back if you use my promo Lynn on the figures appearing on your screen. Sasa wacheni to learn about snails and also some of the benefits. Naona guest amekula mpaka pizza ya snails. Guys, I can't wait for you to learn more about snail farming. This is Inspire Global. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Take your notebook, take your pen, and remember our slogan on Inspire Global. No matter what your hustle is, please be proud of it. There is absolutely no shame in hard work. Twende kazi.
My name is Ephrahim Okeyo.
Yeah.
I'm the founder of Corner Farm, which is based here in Nairobi. So what we do heliculture or snail farming as a solution to food insecurity and malnutrition.
Yeah.
So it's been 3 years since we started, and what inspired us to venture into this is that while growing up, sometimes having 3 meals in a day was a very big challenge. Then pia right now we have a social major challenge, which is food insecurity. Like right now, a third of Kenyans are facing are going to bed without food, and 20% are facing malnutrition, with lack of protein being the major cause. So after that, we saw an opportunity, and we saw that we can also bring these alternative source of protein. We also the government climate advisors also, there's a time they were urging us that beef production is the leading cause of deforestation affecting climate change. And pia kwa beef production, we have things like land degradation, carbon footprint that come from such activities.
Yeah.
Then we also have the climate has also affected the waters, because currently tumekuwa na overfishing due to population growth.
Yeah.
Na pia kumekuwa na overfishing na shortage of fish, vitu kama hizo. So we saw that we can also bring an alternative, because with snail farming, haihitaji a lot of space.
Yeah.
And it is something that can be done anywhere.
You know, I'm so surprised. You were telling me this is around 20 by 10.
Yeah.
This space alone, right here.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how many snails or how many kgs of snails are likely to feed up, or walk me through,
so
like
currently,
a baby?
Our farm has a capacity of 1,500 to 3,000 kgs. So hizo ni snails mingi sana, because a kg is a beba around 10 to 15 pieces of snails. Yeah, so currently that's our capacity.
Okay.
And we've been producing we started like with 10 kgs in a month, but we grow up to 50 kgs.
Wow.
We were hoping to expand up to 100 kgs each and every month, but bado, we are still expanding.
All right.
Yeah.
We will get to that and the challenges, but let me take you back now. Here on Inspire Global, we love to understand first the person.
Yeah.
Because if there's one thing people also ask me on this side is, Lynn, did you always know you wanted to do media, right? And I can give a whole story about how I landed here, but today this is your show.
Yeah.
Did you know you wanted to do snail farming? Could you walk us a bit about, your background and how this, evolution of you and wanting to do snail farming came about?
So if I can remember, after school I was unemployed. Like right now, unemployment is also another challenge, because there's no jobs, hakuna makazi. So I wanted to create something out of myself. So from hapo I joined a community-based organization ambayo we wanted to bring solutions to the challenges ambazo watu walikuwa wanapitia kwa community.
That is uni or form 4? After school,
after
which level?
Form 4,
Okay.
yeah. So from there, tukaanza train people. We started with training youth groups, women groups on how they can utilize the spaces they have to grow their own food with the kitchen gardenings. Then later on, nikaona pia kuna shida ya malnutrition pia. So how could I tackle this challenge? So that's when now nikaanza Corner Farm. But before that, nilifanya some research, nikaona kuna watu wanafanya around the world, some other regions, because snail delicacy is not that new, but hapa Kenya ndio it's a bit new.
Yeah.
So after that, nikafanya some research. I visited some farms, saw what they were doing. Then from there, I joined. I went for training somewhere in another farm where they usually offer trainings on these.
Yeah.
Then I purchased some breeder stock. Nikaanza sasa.
Okay.
But sikuwa najua kama kuna time itaingia kwa biashara, because at that time I just wanted to onyesha watu in Kenya pia kuna alternative source of protein ambayo pia wanaweza embrace na ni rahisi kufanya. So then from there I started nikumbuka snail za kwanza zilikufa, they died, my first batch died, and that's when now I started growing. Later on our production started growing. I did a lot of marketing through the social medias. We started getting some clients. So later on tukaona pia tunaweza introduce our own products from the snails, because for the snail it has a lot of benefits. From the skin, from the meat, we have the slime. So before that we were also harvesting the slime, which we were selling to beauty industries ambao wanatengeneza the skincare products. And also we also have medicine made out of the slime, but not here in Kenya. So the snail has a lot of benefits. Then pia kuna ile shell pia ni 98, it is very rich in calcium.
That shell?
The shell. So first of all, there's a difference between a snail and a slug, because sometimes people wanna confuse. So the snail has a shell, but the slug does not have a shell. But also not every snail is
the snail has a shell?
The snail has a shell.
The snug does not have a shell? So then we see creeping in the house,
hizo
snails.
Na si edible.
I have been calling them snails all my life. That's not a snail?
Yes.
We are many. Okay.
So later on we started growing, and we also noticed that most of the skincare products, the snail skincare products zilikuwa zinatoka nje. So we also saw an opportunity, because sasa tulikuwa tushaingia kwa biashara, we were now in business, and so this one can also be another revenue stream for us. So from there we introduced our own beauty products, and feedback imekuwa mzuri.
How do you feel?
I feel very nice, because apart from me, it has also created employment for other youths, because we've created direct and indirect employment for the workers working in our farm, and the ones also we've trained indirectly to start their own farms. So
when you say we, does it mean that this is a venture of you and other people?
It's kind of I'm the founder, but we also have a team, you know. Because growing alone sometimes is also difficult, so we must have a team. So like if I say we,
it's your team.
My team.
Beautiful. Walk me through the research process, because number one, you're saying you went deep into research and you wanted to know more about snail farming. But before we can go into research, you just finished Form 4. Life is presenting you so many opportunities. What made you say, I know I'm not in a good place maybe to go to uni, or financially stable to go to uni? What kept you away from, adapting that negative mindset, and also saying, what else can I do if I don't make it to uni? And then you get an office job, and then, as people say, life moves on.
I knew one day we will go to university, but sikuwa na ile pressure like of going to campus and stuff, because I've always have a passion of doing business, So I was trying to find a way ambayo naweza ingia kwa biashara. So then from hapo ndio sasa nikaanza. It wasn't easy at that time, but with time I think vitu zikaanza tu unfold.
Nini ilituma usiingie kwa hizi peer pressure?
Okay, well, the place that I grew in, okay, siwezi sema ati it was a good place. I grew up in Kayole, so kulikuwa na mambo mingi sana. People, hata wengi wenye nilikuwa nao, siwezi sema ati imekuwa tough yani. So I just had that, unajua pia kuna background ukipitia, kuna vitu wezi taka like zirudie pia kwa watoto, So I just wanted to change something. Then from there ndio nikaona I can make an impact to my community and to other people. So that's when we started with that community-based organization, started creating impact, training people, because people are really going through a lot. So from hapo pia nikaona pia hii ni njia ingine ambayo inaweza create employment for me and for other people, na tusonge mbele.
Okay. Why research? Because one of the things I keep telling people is the importance of research. For you, why was that part important and very necessary?
It was important because First of all, before starting a business, haujui kama utagenerate income maybe later in the future. Kama mimi nikianza, sikuwa najua kama kuna market ya snail hata Kenya, but I knew kuna consumers. Yeah, so
Nice.
I had to do like visit some farms, nikaona at least what they are doing, how they are doing it. Nika join some courses on this, agriculture. From hapo nikaona ni kitu iko na potential sana, because hata before starting niliona kuna watu wana purchase, na demand iko very high.
Yeah.
So from then nikaanza, but when I started sikuwa na market. I didn't have any market for the snails, but later on now I started getting people and through referrals pia ikaenda kiendelea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umetuambia snail first snag si edible.
Yeah.
So watu wasijaribu kuchukua hizo snails zinapita pita hapo huko.
Also for the snails, not every snail is edible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have some species that zinakuwa edible, but not every snail.
Hebu tuambie zenye tunakula ni gani?
So like the ones that we have right now, they are giant African land snails. Giant African land snails is categorized into 3, but we also have a lot of species ambazo haziko Africa, but this one is the common snail in Africa. So kuna ya kwanza inaitwa chatina, we have a chatina fulica and a chatina marginata. These are scientific names, but currently tuko na 2, tuko na chatina fulica na chatina. So hizi ndio ambazo. So also pia saa zingine tunapata maswali like watu wanaweza notice kuna snails mahali. Yeah, kuna kuanga na unaweza pata hizi species maybe kwa kichaka or somewhere. But inaweza kuwa the right species, but ikuangi advisable ku consume it directly. So what tuna advise maybe ku consult a farmer like us.
Okay.
So tunaweza ku direct on how you can do this. Yeah.
All right. What was your initial capital? Umesema za kwanza zilikufa, capital ilikuwa aje?
Okay, so when I started nakumbuka nilikuwa na kama 5,000. Yeah. Kwanza ilikuwa ya kazi mtaani. Kwa tumefanya kazi ya government ya ku clean mitaro. So I think it reaches a point kazi iliisha. So kuna ile balance walikuwa wamebaki nayo after walituma, nikaona ni aje tunaweza tumia hii pesa. Cause pia nilikuwa nishafikiria the idea before, but I started with like 2 boxes. Nika purchase like 2 kg, zilikuwa around 40 snails. But some died. From there zikataga mayai. They reproduce very fast. They usually lay eggs.
How fast?
They lay up to 5 clutches in a year. And per clutch an individual can lay up to 200 eggs.
Clutch ni inatoa mayai 200?
200 per clutch.
Snail moja inaweza kupea mayai 200?
200, yes.
Na zote zitakuwa sawa?
Yeah, mostly huwa zina survive. As long as the condition is right, because they usually prefer moist environment. Huwa zina hatch tu zenyewe. But also pia ina depend with the structures that you have, because we have different types of structures. We have net houses, we have wooden boxes, concrete pens. So ina depend pia na the structures that you have.
Yako ni?
Yangu currently we have a net house and wooden boxes. Yeah, so with that one huwa zinataga tu mayai na zina hatch zenyewe. But ufai ku mix the young ones with the bigger ones, because kunaweza kuwa na cannibalism. Yeah.
So they do that after 5 weeks? Timeline za kutaga mayai ni?
Huwa zina hatch mara 5 in a year. Yeah.
Then zinalalia kaa kuku ama?
So huwa zilali. The place that unafanya your farming, there is a soil. So you need to have a specific type of soil. So we usually advise on loam soil, the red soil, because huwa ndio mzuri, I compact sana. So because wakati zinataga mayai huwa zinachimba shimo ndani ya mchanga.
So moist environment, number 1, lazima ikuwe kwa moist. So huwezi weka in like desert places, places ziko na jua.
Snail farming can be done anywhere, as long as you control the environment. So maybe kama ni mali kuna jua sana, you can maybe set up a shade or something. Then ndani ya snaileries unaweza fanya some mulching. We usually do this with banana leaves. So hizi pia zinasaidia ku retain moisture, but maybe after 2 to 3 days you need to sprinkle some water, because of to maintain the moist environment.
Okay, that's good. So now you have them. I've seen the space where zako ziko. Ziko juu, ziko chini. Hizo leaves za green zinasaidia nini ama that's
Hizo
what
mulching,
they eat?
We do them with banana leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, so inasaidia ku retain moisture. And pia snails they don't prefer excessive sunlight. So during daytime zina hide. Inact kama hiding place and ndani ya hizo banana leaves. Yeah.
What do you feed them?
Okay, we usually feed them. Snail can eat up to 500 different types of plants, and the feeds are readily available. Hii pia ni another advantage because cost of production utapata that we don't spend a lot on these.
Yeah.
They usually feed on things like vegetables. You can feed them kales, cabbages, lettuce. And also we have fruits, but not the acidic ones like oranges, pineapples, and lemons.
Yeah.
But hizo zingine zote unaweza feed. Even the peels. So hapa pia kwa peels, you can feed them the peels. Hizo za fruits.
All right.
And also we have the kitchen remains. So with the kitchen remains tutafanya ni ku rinse a bit because of the salt. Because salt is not that friendly to the snails. Yeah. Again, we also have a formulated feed that we also formulate. Hii inasaidia sasa ku grow the market size. Sana sana kama unaifanya commercially, utapata at harvesting time, an individual has to weigh 140 grams and above. So when you feed it these formulated feeds, inasaidia na diet. So inaweza gain that weight before the 6th to 7th month.
Okay.
Ambayo unafaa ku harvest zile snails. So even in the 5th month or in the 6th month, kama unazifeed vizuri, zitakuwa zimefikisha hiyo 140 grams, so you can harvest them.
All right.
Yeah.
Any diseases zinakuanga vaccinated ama they are just freelances?
No, for snails they are very resistant. Huwa gonjeki. Kitu huwa labda inaweza affect ni fungal infection, but hiyo ni unaweza contribute as a farmer if you don't remove the remains. So the snails are usually active at night. During the daytime ziko a bit dormant. So in feeding huwa zinapaswa kufidiwa in the evening. So then in the morning tunafaa kufanya ni kutoa remains. Kama zijamaliza
utoa hizo remains.
Yeah. Because if you do not remove the remains, kutakuwa na some fungal zitaanza kugrow. Pia inaweza attract some predators. Kuna insects zinaweza sneak.
Good. Zinapenda usafi hivyo.
Zinapenda pia hygiene pia ni kidogo. Kuna hygiene tu yao. Yes.
All right, let's talk about the market. You've told us a snail can give you number one. What can a snail give me if I'm now looking at it as a business person? What products can I get from a snail?
Yes, so first of all we have the meat. Like for us we usually sell in kgs. You'll find that we have different clients. Some prefer the alive snails. The same way you can order chicken somewhere, kuku, utataka uchinjiwe ama usichinjiwe. Kuna client atataka kwenda prepare the snail for him or herself. But we have some clients wana prefer the meat, the frozen one. Already umesha extract from the shell, umeosha vizuri na lemon, haina slime. So huwa tunapack kwa zip bags. So hiyo pia ni another vile tunauza. Some also will prefer the dried snails. So tunakuanga na oven dried, pia tunapack.
Okay.
So for the meat we have the meat and also we have the slime. Slime is another thing. Like us before we started introducing our product, making our products, we were selling the slime in liters. So a liter goes at 1300 Kenya shillings. Na demand iko juu sana, hata hatuwezi pata demand. Hatuwezi meet hiyo demand ya slime. But currently we ain't selling the slime. Kitu tunafanya we are making our own products, but we are connecting other farmers ambao tumetrain na market ya hii snail na slime.
Okay.
Then we also have the skincare products ambazo unaweza tengeneza
na hiyo slime. Okay.
Pia hizi tunauza. We have many varieties of these products. Then you can also formulate animal feeds from the shell powder.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe pia kama uko na fish pond, the intestines is also a good food for the fish. So kama tuseme our clients,
intestine ya snail?
Yes.
So ukichinja unatoa intestines?
So ile wakati kama tumepata clients wana prefer the frozen, if we remain with the intestines, we give it to the fish. Pia kuku kuna kuku wanakula.
Okay.
Kama kuku wa kienyeji wanapenda sana.
Nice. So what do you do with the shell? Because shell is another product, right?
The shell, currently we are planning to start formulating poultry feeds from this. shells.
All right.
Because they are very rich in calcium carbonate, 98%.
All right.
Yeah.
So the market, where is your main market?
Okay, so most of our clients, we have expatriates. Like I said, snail delicacy in Kenya is not that common, but we also have Kenyans who consume snails. Like my first customer was a Kenyan. Hiyo kwanza ndio ilini motivate zaidi kukuwa serious na snail. Sikuamini, ilikuwa South Sea. Yeah, so kuna Kenyans but si wengi sana, but most of them ni expatriates from Asia. We have Western Africa. There is many regions ambazo wameishi kula snails Africa, like if you go to Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, even in Uganda, our neighboring country, they consume snails. So these are most of our clients ambayo. Then also we have some of the restaurants consume snail. We have some Chinese restaurants in Kilimani.
Wanna consume. All right.
Delicacy.
How much do you make? You sell in kg mostly, the meat.
Yes.
Nimesikia hata mse alikuwa anakupigia order hapa. I had someone trying to order from you.
Yes.
How much is a kg? And in a good month, how much would you make from just this place?
Okay, so a kg for the frozen one, because iko na bei tofauti. The frozen one utapata ni to extract from the shell, so zitakuwa ni namba kubwa. Like the alive ones utapata kg na beba around 10 to 15 snails, because bado ziko na shell na they have the intestines. But that one is around 2,500 Kenya shillings, but a minimum of 2,000.
Okay.
That's how we usually sell the snails. But the frozen one, it is usually, we sell it at a minimum of 3,000. Because hii sasa utapata tumetoa shell, we have removed the intestines, so namba ya snails pia zitaongezeka. Alafu pia kuna hiyo kazi ya kuosha na kupack. So this one goes at 3,000 Kenya shillings per kilo. Then the slime, we used to sell at 1,300. We sometimes sell also 1,300 Kenya shillings. And pia tuko na hizo beauty products. With different prices.
So in a good month, how much would this whole, when you combine the meat, the slime?
So currently tunatengeneza around 200,000
per month. Okay.
Lakini pia tuko na training, huwa tuna offer na consultation. So ina contain everything from the products, the snails paka kwa training and consultation. Pia there is construction fees for the people who are interested. Kama kuna farmers wenye wako interested, tunawacharge kuwatengenezea zile farms.
Alright.
So 200,000 ni overall hizo
vitu zote.
But tukianza hata tunatengeneza hata 5,000 in a month. Sometimes hata 3,000, you know, when we started. So imekuwa ni a lot of progress pia.
How many years now?
3 years.
3 years. So you gotta really be consistent. Ulikuwa feel ku give up at some point?
Mara mingi sana. So entrepreneurship si easy sometimes, because lazima kuwe persistent, and hiyo ndio imenisaidia. Because watu wengi wanaanza lakini wanachoka, you know, but if you are persistent in something, vitu itafika mahali vitu zinafunguka. Challenges zimekuwa mingi, but pia due to some support nimepata from other organizations, let's say some grants. Hizo zimetusaidia, pia some loans kidogo zimesaidia to push.
Tuliona ni prince ama ni the king?
There's a time we are based at City Shamba. So kuna time pia King Charles alitembea pia akaona snails, akaona kitu tunafanya na he was amazed. Tumeshinda award, like last year I won an award from Biashara Africa.
Congratulations.
Youth on Business of the Year. Pia nimenominatiwa ingine ya Youth Business International. Hiyo bootcamp itafanyika na Travel Saturday to UK. So now pia hizi ni progress na milestone ambazo hiyo persistent imesaidia. Kuna recognition tumepata, hii mwaka tumemeet president, vitu kama hizo. Tumemeet United States to Kenya ambassador, alipromise atatu connect na export market ya the beauty products.
Beautiful.
So unapata kuna a lot coming in, but pia inahitaji a lot of effort na work.
Na consistency. Good for you. Proud of you. That's a good move. That's a good move. But let me see, what are the hidden costs in this business? Like, what are the hidden? Nimeona cost of production is not as much. Is it labor intensive though?
No, it's not. It's not that labor intensive, because like kwa farm, you can maybe spend 4 hours in a day. 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. So pia si kitu iko na kazi mingi sana because jioni utapata tu ni kuzifeed, then in the morning ni kutoa remains ama kama kuna kitu haiko poa kumekauka kidogo you sprinkle some water. So pia si kitu iko that
labor intensive. But are you guys meeting the demand?
Currently we ain't meeting the demand. So that's only one of the challenges that tuko nayo. Demand is very high than the supply. So that's why tunajaribu, we are tackling this problem by training other farmers. Tuna train, we enable them to start their own farms. Then later on we link them also with the market for the snails and the slime.
If the competition doesn't scare you, utafungua watu macho?
Currently, okay, maybe later. Later, but because pia according to us na pia to our findings, tunapata like hii graph ya snail delicacy Kenya, watu wameanza kuiembrace sana. Pia kuna workshops tumekuwa we organize some workshops at least once in a month where we engage the community, tuna train, we show them how to do this. Some theory, practicals, we cook with them. So unapata after tasting mindset yake about the delicacy ina change. So we are finding that watu wanaanza kuiembrace sana. Then pia hii generation inakuja wanaita Gen Z. Wanapenda kutry out new things. Because sometimes kuna students wanakuja kusoma. If we do some exhibitions with the cookings nini wanapenda sana. So maybe in the coming 3 years inaenda kuwa kitu kubwa sana.
So the cake is big for so many people.
So many people.
Would you want to see many young people try this? Because for me, number one, it's the fact that you can set this in a small piece of land and it's able to carry so many snails inside. Would you want to see many young people go this direction? And what advice would you give them?
I would like to encourage other youths also to venture in this. And I've been doing that because it is a good income generating activity. Niko na good returns. And na hope wengi wata take your advantage. Because we've been also trying to engage them. Tunaonyesha how they can do this pia. Like kama leo umeona kuna wengine wamekuja kusoma. So we are hoping that wengi pia wata take because it's a good initiative.
Okay, is the training fee affordable?
It is very affordable.
So people can, do you do walking so people have to book
we usually
appointments?
Do both. Some people prefer coming, but sometimes we usually go to other places. Other counties, we go to Makueni.
So you can move around.
We can move around.
Beautiful. What has been your biggest challenge though? We've spoken about the beautiful things, but what would you say has been your biggest challenge matters snail farming?
I would say that maybe my biggest challenge is maybe upscaling because the demand is high. Then so utapata like right now, since we introduce our skincare products, people are demanding even for more. Kuna other zenye hatuja introduce bado, but we are about to introduce them. So maybe like kupata people ambao wanaweza tushikilia mkono on this because on the product development kwanza hapo hiyo ni challenge kwetu sana. Because kuna products mingi we are about to introduce, but how to go about it ndio inakuwa
challenge.
Pia a bit of capital, access to finance pia saa zingine because we are a big team side and tuko na a lot tunataka kufanya to expand the farms. Like this is one of the farms that tuko nayo, but we want to have like many zenye tutakuwa nazo
across the country.
Pia the places watu wanaweza kuja pia kusoma. We can be training people on these other farms.
I love that.
So tuna hope maybe in 5 years time it will be tutakuwa at least make another step on that.
Is the government supportive? Do you guys are you guys experiencing support? Ama what would you want to see being done more?
We've gotten some support from the government. Sana sana county ime come through kidogo, but tunaweza sema si pande ya finance. But support mingi utapata ni from other organizations. Like kuna organization ilitupata ile time tulikuwa na boxes 2 waliona idea. So they saw the idea, they saw the potential in the business. So they gave us a grant. Inaitwa Somo Africa. siwezi kosa
No, go
mention.
on, feel free.
Yeah, so they gave us that grant and I will say that hata hizi progress zilikuja later, wali participate sana on that because but later on tumepata pia grants zingine zimetusaidia pia kugrow.
Nice.
Like last year we got $6,000 from Laila Jana Foundation.
Beautiful.
The program was Give Work Challenge. Tuli win that competition, so vitu kama hizi pia zimetusaidia, but from the government tumepata support but see that much.
I hope you get as much support as possible because
Yes.
for me I'm seeing a very huge opportunity
Yes.
for young people
Yeah,
that are out there. So I feel like this, if someone has passion for it, this is actually a good venture. But ushakula snail?
Mimi nakula, I usually eat them.
Hey.
Before nilikuwa nauza tu, I was selling but not eating. Sikuwa that used to it, but it reaches a point umezizoea. Ni kitu watu wamezoea, watu wameishi kukula, so unaamua you try. So after trying, ikakuja ikanibamba. Sometimes I even have cravings for the snails. Nakuja tu kwa farm, I collect mine, I go to my home, na prepare the snails na nakula.
Unakula na ugali ama mchele?
Unaweza kula na ugali, rice.
So uko tu hapo like unaeka nyanya?
Yeah, tuko na recipes huwa tunafanya. Ni very easy, si something intense. Ukishatoa tu kwa shell, uoshe vizuri, hiyo slime ishe. You know, some people think that if you prepare a snail delicacy inakuwa slimy. No.
It's not soft like like
No, it's not. It is not slimy.
Yes.
So before preparing you wash it with lemon, get rid of the slime.
Okay.
So inabaki ni nyama peke yake, haina hiyo slime.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's good.
It's good.
Ni tamu.
Ni tamu sana. Very delicious. Hata uwezi.
Yeah. I'll pose a challenge for myself.
Yeah.
I'll try. Msa anaweza kapilipili pia.
Yeah, you can prepare it with
so
some
you just prepare it the way you prepare normal meat.
Yeah, unaweza deep fry, shallow fry, or marinate. Some people marinate, you know. And pia we are going to do more of value addition on the snail meat. We have also a chef.
Yeah.
Anatusaidia sana with these activities. So we are hoping to introduce more of canned snail meat, snail burgers. We'll be replacing some of the other like beef or something with this snail meat.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal. We've done snail pizza, by the way. And we also have some future plans.
Yes.
Tunataka pia kuwa na our own beauty shops whereby people can come and access our products physically. Is it the beauty skincare products?
Yeah.
Because currently we are doing online, but online pia inakuja na a bit challenges. So we are hoping that we'll have our own shops across
where
the
people
country
can come and
access the products.
Okay.
Pia our own restaurants. Like most of our clients are from the islands. So unapata like the location of our farm na nini. Tukikuwa na some of our restaurants in those areas, it will be easy for these guys to come and access the snail meat here.
All right.
And also we want to tap into the export market because tumekuwa na clients wengi, current clients ambazo wanataka tuwafanyie export for the dried snail meat, but we are also working on this. So in the future inaenda kuwa kitu kubwa. Yeah.
All right. So apart from being a source of protein, what are the benefits of snails in my body?
So
and also,
the protein content is the same as beef and pork,
Okay.
but for the snail it comes with a lower fat content. That's why people prefer these sana kwa wale watu wagonjwa. And also the omega-3 omega-3 yake iko sawa sana.
Okay.
That's
it's rich in omega-3.
Yeah, it's very rich in omega-3. This is another crucial content that inafanya watu wana prefer the snail delicacy.
Okay.
Then pia iko na omega-3, vitamin A, iko na iron source yake pia iko sawa. So yeah, these are some of the benefits. Yeah.
And on my face, because I feel like I want to put some on my face.
So on the face,
for the
it
beauty
repairs
products?
the skin.
Yeah.
Iko na some anti-aging properties because vitu kama wrinkles utapata inapunguza sometimes.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah. It reduces wrinkles, pimples, pia stretch marks. So iko na a lot of benefits.
But simsi anaweza weka live one nitembelee tu kwa uso pia.
We have the skin therapy ambayo inafanywa na the live snails. But Kenya sijaona. Maybe tukue wa kwanza to introduce that kind of
okay.
Ni therapeutic. Snails are very therapeutic.
All right.
Yes.
Slime, how do you now extract that from the snail?
So we have 3 ways
Yeah.
of harvesting the slime. So because there is a pure one and kuna ingine tunatumia kitu inaitwa stimulating solution. This stimulating solution is made from lime diluted with water or citric acid diluted with water. So then pia kuna other ways. This is the first way that tuna extract the slime. So after making this stimulating solution, you put them on a sieve, on a basin. So you'll activate the snails with some water. Utakuwa na maybe a spring bottle ambayo iko na maji. So after activating them, utaspray kidogo. Utaona zimeanza kuchangamka. So utamwaga ile maji kwa basin yenye iko below. Then now you will take the stimulating solution ndani ya hiyo spraying bottle. Then you will spray for around 10 seconds. Leave the snails for 10 minutes for the extraction process to take place. So hii process utafanya maybe thrice. Then after the process, you'll wash the snails and take them back to the snaileries.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Now, what do you do now for fun? You know, after farming snails and, you know, doing this incredible job, what do you do for fun?
Okay. I love reading.
Yeah.
I love music. Napenda music sana.
Favorite artist?
Okay, international, I listen more to jazz. Napenda pia kuna anaitwa Tom Misk from France.
Where? That's
But
new.
Kenya napenda Bien. Napenda Bien sana. Pia napenda watch basketball.
Okay.
Not a player, but huwa napenda sana watch.
Favorite player?
Favorite player international.
International. Or
LeBron,
even locally.
LeBron.
Good. What was Steph Curry wanakuangalia hivi what did you say, you know? But this is good. You have something very amazing going on. And I really appreciate even you. I know your schedule is crazy and I hope someone gets to learn this. But if there's a young person out there that doesn't know where to start, they really want to venture into something, they don't know what to do, maybe looking at that camera, what would you tell them?
Hakuna kitu ngumu. There's nothing that is impossible. As long as you start, the first step is usually very important. Because kuanza inakuanga ngumu, but the moment that you start something, later on and push on that thing, vitu zitaanza kuunfold. Don't worry about the timing. You know, timing inaweza kuja baadaye, but as long as you start, hizo zingine zinakuja baadaye.
Beautiful. And for those people who would like to get the products or connect with you, wakuje training, how can they find you?
You can find us on social media. We are everywhere, in every platform. On Instagram, konofarm_ke. On Facebook, konofarm_ke. On Twitter, konofarm_ke. On TikTok, konofarm_ke. Then on LinkedIn, you can find me with my name, Ephrahim Okeyo.
Okay, good. Asante, Ephraim.
Thank you so much.
All the best as you go to UK. Waendelea kutuwakilisha. As we will continue inspiring by bringing stories from people like you. And I hope we can be able to touch base in a couple of years. Come to your restaurant, come to your beauty shop, come to your butchery, come to your butchery, your snails, you know. But I can only see great things happening. So go you. Anything you want to add?
No, for now. Thank you so much for this opportunity also to maybe showcase or tell what we do.
It's important. It's important. And you guys back home, mnaona venye nawa inspire guys. I keep saying there are so many possibilities are so many out here, and there are so many things that you can be able to do by yourself and just, you know, jipe tu nguvu. There are so many opportunities out here and I can't wait to hear your feedback. I've always wanted to do a story on snail farming and I love that you guys have seen, you've learned about the cost of production, the labor, you know, the hidden. Are there any hidden charges kweli in this? Hakuna hidden charges. It's so straightforward and all you gotta do is just be consistent. Umeona even the starting capital is not that intensive. So what's your excuse today? But most importantly, why don't you let me know what you've picked from this story on the comment section? And if there are any questions that maybe I needed to ask and maybe I've forgotten, you can always ask them there on the comment section. I'll get in touch with our guest today and I'll be able to give you that feedback on the comment section. And asante sana, of course, to Team Maridadi for coming through. We appreciate you. It's been an amazing journey. And guys, just to remind you, go get your car from those incredible people. Take your car ioshwe hapo sparkling. Peleka watu driving school hapo Maridadi Driving Academy. And don't forget, they even have a circle. So endeni hapo guys and be inspired. We are trusting the process, one story at a time. And also special shout out to our people at TapTap. You can be able to send money to your loved ones from diaspora through TapTap. Remember, it's very fast, reliable, and they have great rates. And if you use my code Lynn, you'll be able to get 10% cash back on the figures that are appearing on your screen. And also, asanteni sana, 1 million subscribers, here we come. So if you've watched this episode and you had forgotten to subscribe, this is your time. Subscribe. It will go a long way. Thank you so much. Also to the team that makes this possible. We appreciate you. Gonna see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. And don't forget to write me on the comment section what your take home has been. All right.
So trust the process.